Hey guys, welcome to Gaming Back, bringing you another video, and today we're covering the AK-12 for our weapon conversion series. What we're going to be doing is turning the AK-47 or the steel curtain blueprint into the AK-12. So let's go ahead and get ready now. I'll show you how it's done. We'll look at the recoil patterns with this weapon, some best attachments that I like, and then see how it performs in game. So let's get right into it. So here is our final version of the AK-12 that I'm currently using. So first off, I'll show you the steel curtain blueprint. So if you saw the AK-15 video, it's going to be the same blueprint for that. So steel curtain here is the blueprint that you want for the AK-12. Now in single player, the AK-12 in single player is this exact blueprint, obviously just with the 5.45mm ammunition. So this steel curtain comes with a 7.62. So as we said in the AK-15 video, this technically is an AK-15 by in-game standards, but really it's more of a 103 or maybe a 203, I guess. It's more of a Modern Warfare 3 AK-47, but by in-game standard, it is an AK-15. So here is my AK-12 that I saved as my blueprint. So this one you can see just has some different attachments. We have a suppressor on there versus the foregrip that I'm going to show you. So if I back out, first off, to get the steel curtain, you need to complete the, let's see where it is, Warrior's Code. So this is a 12-step objective. This is probably the hardest one in the game. It has the most steps by far. So first step is win 10 public matches, get 2 public wins, get 75 kills, get 5 headshots in TDM, get 20 equipment kills, capture 20 flags in ground war, 20 point blank kills, which is very difficult for me at least. I know a lot of you have been having trouble with it. 5 wins in any objective mode. For me, this only worked in search and destroy. 25 kills with kill streaks. 40 kills with secondary weapons. Get 10 long shots. Get 5 wins in gunfight. And win 10 public matches is the final one. Then you get that steel curtain blueprint that I showed you here in the armory. Right here. So steel curtain, you get this, and now you can make the AK-12. As I said, in the campaign, the AK-12 is based off of this blueprint. So let's get in and look at the AK-12 that I currently have set up. So first off, let me strip this down to our, let me take the camo off too, that way we can see it better. So here we are with our base AK-47 blueprint for the steel curtain. So you can see the major difference here is just the pistol grip is different, and the barrel is also different than the standard AK-47s. So when we do the attachments, first off for the barrel, we want the Spetsnaz Elite barrel. We can skip out on the laser. For the optic, you can do the APX-5 sight, which I used on the AK-15 video. This is a Russian holographic sight. Or what I've been using right now and what I prefer is the monocle reflex sight, which is also a Russian red dot sight. For the stock, we're going to want the FFS close quarters stock. So this is that tactical stock streamlined for close quarters combat, gets you on target fast. So this is going to help our ADS sight or ADS speed, and our cons are going to be the aim and stability, but it gives you that modern look that the AK-12 and AK-15 variants have. So we're going to do that. We're going to skip out on the perk and the grips for now. Ammunition, the key for this is you want the 5.45 by 39mm 30-round mag. And then for the underbarrel right now, we're going to be running the, let's see, we're going to be running the Merc foregrip, I believe, is the best one, because it's going to reduce our vertical recoil. Now, the AK-12 being 5.45 by 39mm rounds doesn't kick nearly as much as the AK-47, so you're going to have reduced recoil to begin with. But I've noticed with the Merc foregrip, you're almost like a laser. So there's a little bit of recoil in there, but you can control it at long distance. Another sight really quick that I've been using and I like would be the Cannon Hybrid sight. So this allows me to flip from 3.2 times to a red dot also, and that also comes in handy as well. But I think my favorite is the monocle reflex. So here is our AK-12 based on the steel curtain blueprint. Again, in game, this is the AK-12 with the steel curtain blueprint. So you won't find a base AK-47 with that wooden pistol grip. You won't find that in campaign labeled as an AK-12. It's only this blueprint itself and you can tell by that pistol grip, as well as with the attachments on, if you have a sight, for example, the monocle reflex, you can see the rail system, the makeshift rail system there that's on it is different than what you'll see on a standard AK-47. If you convert it to these same attachments, it won't look the same with the rail system that's on the AK-47. So your major differences, as I said in the AK-15 video, are the grip as well as the rail system for your scopes. So this is the AK-12. Currently for camos, I'm rocking the mudslide right now. I do want to get to for one of the digital ones, it looks most like a Spetsnaz camo, I believe, is this splinter one here. Autumn Dazzle looks a lot like a Spetsnaz camo, so I'm going for that one. But right now, this is our AK-15, the final product here. This handles much better than an AK-47 or an AK-15, 103, whatever you want to call it, with a 7.62mm rounds. The recoil is much less, and you can really own people with this. So this is the AK-12. Let's go ahead and get in game now, and we're going to see how the recoil patterns handle with this setup. Okay, so now that we're in game with the AK-12, we're going to go ahead and test fire this. So let's go ahead and get to this wall. So first off, what I'm going to do is just fire this wall, and I'm not going to control the recoil. So we're just going to let it rip here. You can see there it was basically a straight vertical climb. So I'll get close here quick. And that's largely due to the grip we have on it as well. Helps kind of stabilize that. You can see it climb pretty much vertical there. So now if I control the recoil, so you can see there, if you're, depending on how good you are at controlling recoil, I was kind of half-half there. These are all center mass shots, right? And at distance, this thing actually performs pretty well. So now again, let's just let it rip full auto, and we'll control it again. You can see that your bullet spread is not bad at all, right? So here we go, not controlling the recoil, basically a vertical muzzle climb. And then controlling the recoil, you're basically all center mass right there. That's our best. If you're good at controlling recoil like that, that's probably the best. You get really tight bullet spread there, and then again there. So that is the AK-12 on full auto. You can also switch to single fire, depending on what kind of scopes you have. And you can see it's pretty accurate, right? So if you can get shots on target pretty quick if you had to go single fire. Oh, that's not good. Reload. Hopefully those are friendlies. Okay, it is. So this is the AK-12. You can see with the monocle reflex sight on this, it looks very nice. Reload animations there. Classic AK reloads. So that's the AK-12. Made from the steel curtain blueprint. And again, I know a lot of you have said it's not technically an AK-12. But really, I guess if we're going to get technical about it, it's more of an AK-74, 74M. But for the purposes of in-game, within the campaign, this is an AK-12. So this is our AK-12, and same with the AK-15. So by the in-game standards, this is it. Hopefully they'll add the right attachments to really make it a proper AK-12. But if you look online, you'll see what the prototype version was versus the final version. The final version, definitely the top, it has a Picatinny rail on the top, so that's one major flaw here. But as well as the gas tubes, there's also some differences there, as well as the pistol grip is also different. So this is the AK-12. Let's go ahead and get in game now, and we'll see how it handles in a live game. Okay, so now that we're in game, we can see how the AK-12 performs here. Just some quick facts about the AK-12. So we already did the AK-15 video, and obviously the AK-12 and the AK-15 are the same exact weapon, just the AK-12 is the standard 5.45 by 39mm assault rifle, whereas the AK-15 is your 7.62mm by 39mm assault rifle. So that's the AK-15 and AK-15K, which is the compact version, which is also coming into service. This is being the AK-12, it is 5.45 by 39mm. So the AK-12 and AK-12K are both the 5.45, same as the AK-74s and 74Ms. So As we discussed in the AK-15 video, the AK-12 is set to replace the current standard Russian assault rifles being the AK-74s, 74Ms, and any 103s or 203s that are in services. So the AK-12 itself, the mass is 3.3 kilograms, length 945 millimeters, barrel length is 415 millimeters. Obviously, we already covered the cartridges being the 5.45 here for the AK-12, the 7.62 for the AK-15. So this is actually a gas-operated long-stroke gas piston rotating bolt action rifle. The rate of fire is 600 to 700 rounds per minute. Muzzle velocity for the AK-12 is 880 to 900 meters per second, whereas the AK-15 is 715 meters per second. So that's the slight difference there. Obviously, the AK-15 firing that large round. The effective range for the AK-12 is 500 to 600 meters, or 547 to 656 yards. Maximum firing range, 800 meters, so that's the maximum distance it's going to cover. Feed system for the AK-12 is a 30-round detachable box mag. It can also be outfitted with a 60-round or a 96-round box mag, which we see in the RPK-16. And it also takes the same magazines as the AK-74s and the RPK-74s for those two variants. So there is an RPK variant of these new models, being the RPK-16, similar to obviously the old RPK machine guns used by the Russian army. So the AK-12 platform itself is being used for assault rifles, light machine guns, as well as the compact carbines, I guess you would call them. It wouldn't quite be SMGs since they're firing rifle rounds, so they'd be the carbines. And the sights are obviously just the back-end iron sights and the integrated Picatinny rail for the AK-12 variant. So the AK-12 itself and the 15 are based on the AK-400 platform. This was the prototypes you saw in Call of Duty Ghosts, as well as Battlefield 4, Rainbow Six Siege. So that was the prototype 2011 version of the AK-12 based on the 200 platform. So that was later abandoned down the road as development was going on. So this was actually entered in what was called the Ratnik trials in Russia, and it was basically the testing of different rifles to choose what would be replacing the current 74Ms for the Russian standard assault rifle. So through the Ratnik trials, eventually reworking the AK-12 to the AK-400 platform is essentially what the final version is. So it looks substantially different than the old 200 series of the AK-12 prototype. It looks more like your standard AK-47 that the troops are used to, and the inner workings are very similar as well. Main differences being the gas tube, pistol grips, the stocks. Obviously, it's just a more modernized version of the classic AK-47. So you can see here on screen, obviously, being with that monocle red sight, the Russian red dot, this thing performs really well. The rate of fire, I'm pretty sure, I haven't tested it versus the AK-15 or the standard AK-47 platforms. I'm pretty sure when you outfit it with the 5.45 times 39 mil rounds that the rate of fire increases. It just seems that I'm getting more shots downrange faster on targets versus the AK-12 or the AK-15 or 47 variants. That whatever variant fires that largest 7.62 caliber, it seems like your rate of fire is increased by switching to those 5.45 rounds. So again, I haven't tested that, but that's just how I feel. The other benefit there is that with those 5.45 rounds, you have reduced recoil versus the 7.62 rounds, so you're not getting that huge muzzle climber kick that you're used to with the AK-47 or the 15 versions, which definitely helps you keep. You can see we keep on target with the red dot sights, and you're putting more shots on target more accurately. Whereas the 7.62 rounds are definitely harder to control. It does kick quite a bit, so it does take some getting used to with that, but with the attachments that we went over here, it definitely helps to control the recoil even more. And being that it's a 5.45, it's not going to kick as much. So it actually performs, in my mind, similar to an M4. Obviously, you're not going to be as accurate, have the rate of fire, but this thing handles very well. It's actually very versatile as well. So you can see I'm basically able to run and gun with this and get shots on target quick. And with the attachments that I have, I'm able to move quick, which is awesome. So let me know below what you guys think of the AK-12 here. I think this is, so far, this and like the Odin are my favorite assault rifles in the game, and this is probably the AK-12 being my favorite weapon in the game by far. I think right now I'm really having a lot of fun with this. The rate of fire, time to get on target, and TTK with this is great. And it performs just overall amazing. I think we've covered quite a few weapons here, and this is so far my favorite build. And again, some of these attachments are subjective. You can do different sights, muzzles, etc. Your two keys with this are you need the steel curtain blueprint, which we went over. You need the 5.45 magazine, and then you also need that FFS close quarter stock to give it that AK-12 or the AK-15 look. So again, this is based off of the campaign AK-12. It's going to be this exact blueprint. And pretty good gun. So let me know what you guys think below. Definitely be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're enjoying the channel, it helps me out a lot. Small channel like myself, and the support's been great. I really appreciate everything you guys have done. So this is Buffner Gaming with the AK-12. Until next time, Buffner Gaming out.